Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. This is the 85 f1.8G. It's a beautiful portrait lens, and I love it. It's very sharp. It renders beautiful image quality. It's a great value. It's under usually you can get it on sale under $500. You can get it used for under $500. Great lens, and on a full frame body, this is my lens of choice for portraits. So then we get a question in about using that on a DX body, and makes you think. Because on a DX body, as you know, I've just bought the 50 f1.4D. And as you know, I've also been playing with this beautiful little guy, the 50 f1.2 AIS. Now that's a manual focus lens, so you may not be interested in it for those reasons. But let's see here. BN06798 YouTube username says, I'm looking for a portrait lens to use on my D7200, and I was thinking of the 85 f1.8G, but our 50 is pretty good for portraits on a crop sensor. I currently have the 35 f1.8G DX. Which lens should I get? Well, my answer is the 50. As regular viewers know, I love the 50 on a crop sensor. Not so much on full frame. On full frame, this is my portrait lens of choice, or an 85 on the Canon. But on a crop sensor, I made the decision that the best value for me was I found this 50 f1.4D, which works great on the 7000 series, which has a motor drive, because these won't autofocus on the 5000 and 3000 series because it's not an AFS lens. But it still works great on the 7000 series, and it'll work great on the full frame cameras like the 610 and 750 and the 810 and whatnot. So, and the 500, the new 500 will obviously focus that lens. So this 50 becomes an equivalent field of view on the Nikon DX bodies of 75mm, which is very close to an 85mm traditional lens on full frame, which is why I like them so much. And a great bargain. I mean, I got this for 200 Canadian used, and this thing's brand new. Was so well kept. I mean, there's not a mark on it that I can see. Anyways, you can get them brand new for a very reasonable price, or you could pick one up used as I did. I'll put a link below. You can check them out on Amazon for the best price, and you'll see the reviews are great too. You could even go, if you like manual focus, for something like this, an f1.2 AIS, which is beautiful characteristics of f1.2 for bokeh and out of focus area. Really, really neat and so well built. Just a beautiful lens. In any case, I prefer the 50 as opposed to the 85. Here's what I suggest you do so you can get a handle on what you prefer for your own shooting characteristics, because you can use the 85. It'll work fine on a 7200. I just think it's too long. So if you have a zoom, let's say the 18-105 or the 18-140 or an 18-200 or anything that covers the range of an 85 and a 50, put your zoom at 50 and walk around, take some photos, take some portraits, take some things that you think you're going to take, you want to take portraits with this. So try it out at 50 and see if you like that focal length. Then set it to 85 and see if you like that focal length. Is it too long? Because for me, it's too long. You need the added depth. If I have the room, I'm fine using it, but I prefer the 50. It's just more versatile as a portrait lens for me. It's because it's very close to an 85 on full frame. But then you'll know, do I like the 50 or do I like the 85? You don't get the speed, but the focal length you'll be able to judge. That's what I suggest you do. What do you guys think? Which way would you go on a D7200? Would you go with an 85 f1.8G, or would you go with a 50, one of the various 50s, a 50 f1.8G, an f1.4D, an f1.8D? Would you go with a 50 or would you go with an 85? Let me know in the comments below. Let's help out our viewer here, and always interested to hear your feedback. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your question. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.